Welcome to the final part of tr6 engine removal. So I was in the middle of removing them nuts, and I was in the second one up here when I realised the camera had stopped recording. So I don't know what point to stop, and I had to look back and check. But it seems that I was in the middle of the second one when it stopped recording. And the only reason I know this is because I have a TV up here on the wall. Yes, I robbed Ellen's idea of Rusty Beauties. I thought it was a great idea. So I can actually see myself do it. So I can actually, if you ever catch me now looking up, I'm looking at the TV so I can see what I'm seeing. Anyway, I looked up and realised I wasn't recording. So now go finish it. Okay, so I've gotten stuck on the first one. The battery's nearly dead in the camera, so that's why it's over where it is now. So I have the last one to do, and I just about have it off. And I decided to do that. So getting in, removing the battery gave me that little bit more on it. I've never had that issue, but maybe because there was a lock nuts on it, they were a lot tighter, so therefore I wasn't perfectly like a right angle to the nut, so therefore it was a slipper. Anyway, lucky enough, taking that out gave me that little bit extra room and allowed me to get them all off. So I'm just taking the last one off now actually. When I take it off, I'll lift it back up, and what we'll do is I'll place the gearbox back on top of the trolley, small trolley jack I have under there, and then I'm going to remove the last two. From there we should be just able to split the casing apart, and it should come free. That should be it. We're so close to getting it done, but like I said, for some reason, now I'm skeptical and I'm going to keep looking at the TV to see if we're recording. I know you can't see this last one, but it's no different than the first two. Alright, it's off. Alright. Turn the light off. Alright, so now I have it off, I'm going to pull it back up again. I'm going to place the trolley jack underneath the gearbox. So there's only one more nut holding it on basically. I don't need to go too far, just enough that I can spread it to lift up. So, so as it spreads, we're basically going to pull it up at the exact same time as it comes apart. As I said, it's easier done as a two-person job than a one, but. Alright, so that's a ½ inch. I need another ½ inch. Which I have here. Now I have batteries in the way. I'm terrible for doing that. I'll take something off and I'm going to right my feet on my own way. And again, the reason for the trolley jack, you don't have to use a trolley jack, you can use some form of cribbing. It's just so the gearbox doesn't fall. The engine's movement is not exactly sitting on the trolley jack at the moment. course, the last knot I'm taking out has to be all full of grit. No. Oh, your head. Oh! Right, that should be the knot. A quick look down, none on that side. 3 on the top are off. Pass the camera. Everything's off on that side. Alright, so now that's all disconnected. The last thing to do now is start to separate. Now, I'm going to turn it this way and go in front of it. Just because the wire is plugged in. I'm going to try to zoom in a bit. Alright. This is where we're going to use that pry bar again that I just had. And in case of just sneaking in and just prying, as you pry it, lift it, that's really it. There's not much to it, but no, that's something go wrong. So the best thing about it is though, the engine doesn't have to come forward as much because the gearbox can also go backwards. But try to get as much of the top treads out of the hole as you can before you start lifting, just to, again, protect the treads. Having that damper off would be pretty nice actually. Ready to go. It's getting far enough off the splines. Let's double check all the nuts are off the bottom. Like, what I'll say is, you'll know if somebody hasn't done this, not taken the top piece off, because the throttle bar be completely bent. You do this, so that's how you know somebody hasn't done it right. Well, I'll say not done it right. You haven't removed that, and you bent the life out. There we go, and we're free. Now, there is what's catching me. This cable again. I'm going to drop it down. It's got OPM cable. In a pain in the side. There we go. I said that's why it's not meant to be there. So. God, it's getting stuck everywhere. It's determined to get stuck. Let me just zoom out for you so you can see. So, what I've done was, I basically just spread it here, spread it on the bottom, got underneath and cracked it again. Just keep pushing it out and push the gearbox back enough until eventually you freeze. You don't go up too high because, again, it's just more stress on it. On the back. I still feel like this cable's stuck everywhere. God. I'm gonna get stuck now. Terrible idea to do that. Terrible idea. Oh, look, it is what it is. Just made life a little harder there. Alright, this is pretty much it out. Yeah, at this stage it's ready just to weed out. Obviously I'm going to get it high enough to come over the fenders. Oh, the TV screen again, which is still recording. As soon as I get it clear, I like to drop it on as low as I can to the ground. Just in case. Alright, that's it. That's our engine out. So, my dirty hands. There's that's what I was saying about just putting the trolley jack underneath the gearbox, just enough that it sits on it. It can go up and down, but at least then when the engine comes out, it's not going to drop all the way down. As you can see, that speedo cable is completely in the way, like absolutely completely. It should go down this side and come across, so it's completely out of the way. So yeah, obviously look, hey, somebody put that in last, but they didn't realize how much of a pain it was going to be. And again, if you can see, like removing the accelerator bar here, pushing it off to the side, you can see the space, because that would run between the top of the the gearbox and pretty much in there, and that you lose about a good inch, if not more. So yeah, it stops you bending it or anything like that. But that's it. As you can see, this can remain like hit this now, and everything's off the side. Frame is good. If you need to do anything, well, it's in here, it's good. Like I said, the fuel, it's okay the way it is, but he just has a pipe coming up a little higher than normal. But again, that's not a problem. But that's it. So we have our engine out. Next part is going to be building it. So yeah, hopefully you can join me for them as well. We'll redo the engine, and I'll do a build on this engine, and then we'll do the same. I'll do another video on actually putting the engine back in. It's pretty much the same, except the hard part is obviously lining up the engine with the spline on the transmission, because it has to be exactly right to go in. Because once you start rotating it, it's always going to be out of sync. So you're rotating the engine at the front just to get it to go in. But yeah, I like to remove the damper completely, so there's absolutely no damper on it. It gives you a little bit extra room just to clear your steering rack there. Yeah, so that's it. As you can also see, remember I was saying about the clutch. So as you can see, I left it on the bracket. So all I had to do was basically just take it off and then just pull them apart, and then I don't have to worry about it. A few less things to do. Just sit on the floor. It's not going to do anything. Sit on the floor there. So yeah, that's it. Again, thanks for watching. Any comments, questions, concerns, like usual, give me a shout. I'll try to help you as best I can. I hope this video was, well, these multiple parts were helpful in the order in which you go through and the little tricks to make life easier. So yeah, hopefully it helps you to get your engine out. And yeah, thanks for watching. Again, subscribe to the channel if you're watching this. It always makes me feel good. With more subscribers, makes me feel like I'm doing a good job. And see you in the next videos. Thanks for watching.